What really started that rally tonight?
We got stops. They're very hard to cover. They're big. They can shoot it. They play a very controlled pace. We got stops, and we got out in transition, and were able to get some easy baskets. And some of our offensive rebounds came out of transition. So that's, it was all of our defense that kind of triggered all that.
It seemed like there, especially in the first half, some in the second half, you guys were getting to the basket, pretty regularly, but you're just missing some obviously contested layups, But what was the message at halftime? Was there a little bit of frustration among the team?
No, it really wasn't frustration. We just told the guys that when you go to the ring, you just have to go strong and tough. You're going to get some shots blocked. They're athletic. They play up at 10 and 12 feet, but you can't be afraid to go down in there. And Rob Reed and Terry and Jametrius really did a heck of a job getting those possessions and going up strong there in the paint. They're big and athletic, but you can't back away and not shoot layups.
Rob Reed's production off the bench tonight really, just no one else in the conference has a guy that can do that.
Right.
What kind of advantage does he give you?
He's huge. Tonight the biggest thing that he did, I know he did two things. He got his extra possessions off an offensive rebound, and we were fighting to get over the hump there. We stay at 2, and he hit a 3 right there in front of the bench to give us the 1 point lead to kind of knock the lid off of it for us. His spark off the bench. We've been back and forth about starting Rob, but I want to give him credit. He came to me and said, "Coach, I like coming off the bench." How many times do you get a guy that has that sort of unselfishness in himself?
Last question for you here. Once again, big win, kind of erases, some of the weekend frustrations and losses there, but how do you build momentum? You got State Saturday, then you got 2 big road games with Fairmont Shepherd.
We got a 24-hour rule. We have that within wins and losses. That we enjoy this one, but when we get into practice tomorrow, this one's got to be washed away from our brain. And this is a big one to kind of hold serve at home. And like you said, the biggest thing, I think, not only beating them and a team that's ahead of you, but washing away the bad weekend that we had. And that'll wash away real quick. But I think this team will do a good job of refocus for State on Saturday.
What was it like going up against some of those big athletic freaks of nature that Charleston has, Green and Hughes?
Man, it's hard to keep up with, man. Hughes run the floor extremely hard after every possession. He's very athletic, so I just try to keep a body on him as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. And looking, you had 2 big buckets there in the second half off of offensive rebounds. How'd you ever get to the offensive glass tonight?
Hughes wasn't boxing out. He relied on us. I didn't see him with the rebound, so I just got on the side and jumped with him because I think I'm just as athletic as he is. So I won the battle.
How'd you guys put away the losses from this past weekend and really focus on tonight?
It was tough. It was real tough. Myself, I didn't play very well. I took that hard. I felt like I was letting the team down. So, we just had to be focused, get back to playing defense. We knew today our season, in order to play in March, the tournament, we had to get this one today. So,
last question for you here: how do you guys build momentum for take this one and build momentum going into Saturday?
To go and practice tomorrow and work. That's it. That's all I can say. Go and practice tomorrow and work.
Talk about what you see once you come off the bench each game.
When I come off the bench, I'm just looking to insert myself more offensively now than I did first semester. I just try to just pick my spots and just attack. You know what I'm saying? That's what I came here to do. So I just put points up there and also defend when I come off the bench. Try to make a quick impact.
Speaking of defense, played a good defensive ball game tonight. Had a handful of rebounds along with those 16 points. Just talk about how physical Charleston is.
It's the most physical team I played by far. Any level, junior college as well as this level. So it was a real intense game. So battling for those extra possessions is what was going to win us the game. So I had to get in there and get my hands dirty.
I know Coach McBride talked about you and Wade keeping possessions alive, getting offensive rebounds. How'd you ever get to the offensive glass tonight?
You said how was I able to get it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no method. You know what I'm saying? The way to go about it, I just see which way the ball's gonna come off the rim and try to jump, box people out and try to get it.
And last question for you here: how do you guys take this win, maybe the biggest win of the season, and turn it into 2 or 3 or 4 in a row?
This is a huge win for us. We don't devalue any wins, especially coming off of 2 losses, 2 really landslide losses over the weekend. This is gonna really boost us. They were right above us in the standings, so this is a personal win, and I think we're gonna turn it into the rest of our season being pretty good.